thought of another creative way to start this podcast.
Go ahead.
Mark, are you ready for this?
Yeah. Talk to me.
Carson,
What?
do you have any rocks in your pocket?
No, but I have rainbow socks.
Oh! We're getting hit with like all these cool little things I don't...
I just decided I wanted to take my shoes off. And I was like, I have rainbow socks on today.
do you want to know the rock story?
What? There's a rock story?
No, actually, that's why I asked if you had a rock in your pocket.
No, what's...
Oh, we're not kidding.
You gotta watch the episode with Eric to understand the rock story. I'll leave that at that. Let's get started. What if the leads you already have are worth more than the ones you're out there chasing? Most businesses pour their budget into finding new customers, while the ones they have already won quietly disappear. No complaint, no warning, just gone. Today we're unpacking what actually keeps customers coming back and how to stop leaving Mark, can we backtrack that one sentence? Help me out, my friend. Today we're unpacking what actually keeps customers coming back and how to stop leaving repeat revenue on the table. Nailed it. I'm Josh, this is my co-host Carson, and on Marketing Fact, we dive into real marketing questions, give expert answers, and share actionable insights we found to supercharge your marketing, working with 273 clients over the past 10 years.
Are you ever going to
memorize
that? So you don't like stare
I probably
straight
could do
down?
it. I probably could do it. How many times have I said this now? This is number 12 of saying this. I could probably do that. I'll have that. That's my commitment. I'll have that memorized for next time.
All right.
I'll stare straight at the camera and deliver it. Carson,
Yes.
I feel as a business owner, I'm constantly chasing new customers, but the ones I already have seem to just disappear after their first purchase.
Okay.
What am I missing?
I mean, it depends on what type of business we are. So if you're a business where you're a service, right? And you could be a one-time service even. Like, hey, I needed you to install a deck. You came, you installed the deck. I'm now doing some other project around my house. I went with somebody else. Why? I never heard from you again. Happens in the automotive industry all the time. My background, I've said this before, is the auto industry. And you will see that there are salespeople out there who seem to always be busy, and then there's ones that are never busy. And the difference is that they don't call their previous customers, right? If you had a good experience and I called you up and I said, hey, Josh, hope you love the car you had. By the way, is there anyone else that you know that's looking for one that wants the same great experience you had? And you knew somebody, would you say, no, screw off, Carson? No, you'd be like, yeah, of course I do. Let me put you in touch, right? Natural segue to referral business. Repeat business does not just mean same person, same place. It could mean referral business. It could mean, new business, like say back to the landscaping, different project, but same person. There's so many different ways that businesses can keep touch. And I guess the answer to the question is, it's because businesses aren't keeping in touch, right? Or even giving their clients a reason, right? Think of an e-commerce brand you buy stuff from. Do you buy stuff from them on the regular basis?
I don't buy much e-commerce stuff.
Like,
I buy nothing for myself.
No, but like for your dog.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
There we go.
Do you buy from the same brand all the time?
Yep.
Why?
Because she has a sensitive stomach if I buy anything else for her food-wise. Her stomach gets bubbly.
Does that brand have anything else that you've bought for her?
Food, no. But if we're talking about clothing, I buy
Sure.
clothing for my Dalmatian all the time. Yeah. I bought little booties.
Yep.
And then I bought a jacket from the same brand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I liked it.
Because you liked it.
Yeah.
Okay. And they had something available.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they didn't have something available, what normally ends up happening, say if you're a product and you don't have multiple types of products, maybe you have a new release, right? Same product, different color, right? Different material, different something, right? Maybe you offer a discount code. Maybe you offer a buy one, get one sale. There's a lot of different things that can happen in the e-commerce world. Heck, I'm sure that one of us has a code or a coupon from a fast food joint sitting on their fridge, right? Or even in their app or something that is a reason to go back to that person. But they prompted that by giving you communication about it, right? If you don't tell anyone that they should come back to you or why, they won't.
It's funny that you say that because around COVID, I was actually super into HelloFresh. Sweet, right? Just loved having the pre-portioned groceries. We all know what HelloFresh is. You just cook it, easy breezy, and you just get different options. I'm really lazy cook. I hate cooking for myself, but hey, that little bag that you open up, just throw everything in the pan, boom, bada bing, fresh meal. Haven't thought about them since COVID. And then in my mailbox, and I actually think in our mailbox here at the office, we got those little cards of like, hey, your next 11 meals free.
Yeah.
Right. And it was this win back campaign where like I looked at that and I hadn't thought about HelloFresh for years, but I had a great experience in the past and they gave me a reason to now engage again. And then guess what? Saturday, I'm going to have another HelloFresh box delivered to my door.
And that's exactly it. Right. So that's one kind of channel. On the flip side is where your own customers could be more valuable than new ones is if you're in a business that naturally can grow, right? So you can get more revenue or more growth from, a client expanding their service level with you. For us, we're a great example of that. You might have come to us because you needed help with your ads, right? Well, in doing that, maybe we had some success and we've identified that the next path in your journey with us is that you need to update your website. Well, that's another revenue growth for us. And now you need to add in social media. Maybe that's something you should explore. And now it's SEO and all these different things that naturally grows one customer with us, grows to become a larger customer with us. It's good for them. It's good for us as a partner in this with them. But that is a way that, hey, the next person you talk to, the next lead you talk to might only be looking for social media. Well, that's not maybe as big as someone who is working with us, loves us already, and wanted to add 2 more services. So,
let's say, Carson, I run a home service company, right?
Okay.
Whatever service you want to think of. Let's say we already use plumbing. But you say plumbing a lot. What's another home service company?
Electrician.
Boom, electrician. I have an electrical company. And most of my business right now comes from repeat customers and referrals.
Okay.
But I don't really have a real system to stay in touch with my past clients. They come in when they think about it, but it's never predictable. And hey, I think I'm leaving money on the table ultimately. What's the most effective way to reach out to these past clients to keep them coming back without feeling like I'm pestering them or being annoying?
So first and foremost, you need a system to do that. Okay. So go get one, right? And then it's taking what method of communication you have. So say if you have all their emails, go get an email marketing service, right? Or a system that you can do it and then email market them. How often should you do it? That depends on your persona, who it is that you're targeting. If you're an electrician, right? And say you capture most of your clients by emergency electrical work, right? But you also do other stuff, installs, all that other jazz. I'm not an electrician, so I don't actually know past this what they do.
Me either.
But
they just come in and touch wires and then my lights turn on.
Great.
And then you pay them a lot of money.
And then you pay them a lot of money.
$500 later.
But so maybe you send an email every quarter, maybe every couple months, maybe when the seasons change, that is relevant information that your customers would want to see that would benefit your business. And then you give them a reason to do it with you. Maybe you go, hey, and because you're an existing customer of mine, you get 10% off or whatever. Like you give them a reason for the outreach.
Where does this balance of giving discounts versus trying to have like a value added follow-up? How do you think about this? Because like if I already have certain margins and I'm just going to keep throwing out 15% off discounted on my services, oh my God, my margins just keep getting smaller. And that's how I get people back. I would love to get full ticket clients back through the door. I'd love to earn my keep. How does this like discount model versus trying to showcase more value? How can I think about earning customers this way rather than being the discount service in the area?
Well, I think you actually have thought of it wrong. So let's go back to our electrician. Say their average service is $500. Okay. So your cost per lead, let's say your cost per lead is $100. Okay. So to go get you a brand new customer, they'll make you $500. Okay. It costs you $100. Say you offer 10% to your existing customers if they do business with you again. Now, maybe the service you're offering is now a $1,000 service. Well, you made $1,000, but it cost you $100 versus spending $100 to make $5. Or maybe it's another $500 service, but it costs you 10%. So now it only costs you $50 to make $500. How would you like to make more money? Well, it's by getting the cheapest possible amount of business. And so you're not in the discount business unless you're offering that discount to your new customers as well. But if you charge your new customers full price, right, and then only give your discount off to your, or an offer off to your, repeat business as an incentive for them to do it, you pair that with a really good outreach piece that maybe has some sustainable value. Hey, you should think about doing this in the summer, doing this in the winterize, prepare, whatever. Pair them together, it's much stronger, because if you're just relying on your value-based, outreach email to drive you in, sure, the cost of that is whatever you pay your monthly subscription to get your email marketing service or whatever it is, right? But the volume are probably like gigantically proportionate, because like you said with the HelloFresh, if you're given a reason monetarily to do something, you might as well do it. Because if you're like, hey, coming back to winterization, but like if you need to winterize something and one person's going to give you 10% off and the other person's just going to charge you full price, but they told you should winterize it. Well, you're right, I should winterize it. But this guy's giving me 10%. I'm going to go winterize it with him, even though you informed me that I should winterize it. Mm-hmm. Well, you've given me the information that I know I need to do this, but money matters. So pair them together, because there's always going to be a cost per acquisition.
Of course. I think the way that HelloFresh approached, like now that I'm thinking back that we're talking about this, the way that HelloFresh approached that and got me back to spending $150 a week with them, hilarious. The 11 meals free could have been framed as a discount, but they told me it's just free meals. That's still a discount. That's still them absorbing a cost, but it felt like I was the one winning. And it wasn't just, if I got one that said 50% off, I don't know how I would have felt about that. But 11 free meals, and I think it actually panned out to, they do 5 in your first box, 5 in your next one, so it's actually like a 50% discount.
Yep.
Right? But 11 free meals, the way that it was packaged, the way that it was framed, the way that it pushed the buttons in my brain, I was like, this seems too good to be true. And on top of that, they sprinkled on me, Mark. And on top of that, it was then, as long as I keep my subscription going, I get 2 free breakfast items in my box every time. Again, it's just how this is framed. They are absorbing a cost to earn me back as a customer, because it's much more expensive to market to me as a new customer. They already had me on the list. They sent it to my address, which is hilarious. And boom, bada bing, now I'm back in there, right?
See? So I was right.
I like the 11 free meals over a discount though. So.
But think about it. But that just comes back to framing and branding. It doesn't need to be a discount, right? If I told you I was going to come do something for instance, we have a client who we're literally branding them, okay, as no cost markup, no charge markup. They don't mark up their materials that they work with, right? But their labor costs more. If you netted it out against their competition, they're probably going to be pretty much the same price. But the framework of, hey, I'm paying for very, very good labor is way better. Because you would rather pay for someone to do a really good job and pay them a bit more to do a good job. You'd feel yucky if you're like, hey, just to have these pieces of lumber in my house,
I'm paying an extra 20%.
Exactly.
Framing is important. How do I know which of my customers are actually most valuable and worth investing more time and money into keeping?
You won't know until you do some sort of exercise to help collect that data. And I actually caution against trying to guess who it is. So what we typically like to do is you should segment out say if you have we're going to do some email marketing for instance. Let's segment out our people into different groups so that when we send the message is getting to the right person. We're sending the right tone, the right, copy, the right discount, the right promotion. And then let's make sure that we then, by audience segmentation that we've done, analyze and go, great, this is this, this is this, this is this brought this result, and then make those decisions. Versus people who go, oh, well, I talk to a lot of old people all the time. They're the ones I'm always on the phone with. They must be my best customer. Yet they might be the person who just talks to you all the time, and you actually have the most interaction with them because they have the longest sales cycle. But your younger demographic just purchase because they can make the decisions themselves. They don't need to talk to you. So labor to pay, like your time to purchase, might be shorter with them. You should invest in them more maybe for faster returns. You don't know that until you do the effort.
Okay. My best, most profitable customers are ones that I've already sold to. I've already paid the acquisition cost. Now to sell to them again, to then repeat buy from me. Oh boy, beautiful thing. Great way to scale a business. How do I balance the focus of trying to resell to my current customer base versus going to get new customers? How do I balance that?
Strategy. First off, you should have a strategy that encompasses both avenues, right? And then understanding what degree of marketing spend, marketing effort should be put into those channels, right? If you are a small business owner and you're like, I have a database of 3,000 people that I could talk to, once you've established kind of the rhythm and the routine of how you're going to talk to those people, that should kind of be like almost an automated system that does that work for you. You put in the effort you need to. Again, but that's where you're not spending money to acquire those customers, you're spending time, and then it's a time versus money equation, which is where on the collecting a new customer, if you're running ads, it's just about spending the money to get that new customer, right? And then it's also understanding of like, hey, if you were my customer and we've talked a bunch, we have a relationship, we talk, on the regular, right? And like a regular could be for a business 3 months, 6 months, a year. Go back to my automotive one, right? The best salespeople I know call all their customers every quarter, on their birthday, on their car anniversary, on special occasions, things of that nature. If they know their family, on those types of things too. Why? It's not too bad. They just get a call. Heck, my father still gets a basket from his realtor every year, right? Because it's so much easier to just do those pieces of effort. Small amount of time, right? But hey, that time I call you and hey, thanks, just check it in, do the labor of love. And then, by the way, like I always say to you, if you know anyone, the time you go, yeah, I do, great, click. Made all of that worth it.
So is earning back a customer a marketing or sales problem or both? And if both, how do both work hand in hand to make that work?
Both. So if you're a business where you have salespeople, it's both. If you're a business like a direct-to-consumer, it's just marketing. When there's salespeople involved, it needs to be both because you need to support the marketing needs to support the salesperson in the way of like make sure that we have stuff running to your previous customers, people who've engaged with us in the past, remarketing essentially, so that they're aware of stuff, right? Because not all salespeople can get to all clients, right? There's just only so many times in a day, right? Things of that nature. Win back campaigns, right? We talk about HelloFresh and what they did. You literally received a piece of marketing. That's what caused it, right? No HelloFresh salesperson called you. Sales needs to work with marketing as well, though, is to not ignore the message that marketing is giving, right? Sales, a lot of time, and I've seen this in the auto industry a ton, is that we'll go and do a big push to go bring in a bunch of previous clients, right? We go and send out a bunch of information, we email them, we put the signs up in the showroom, and the salesperson doesn't once mention the offer. During the entire sales process, they don't once mention the offer, and the person walks out and leaves, and then they go, oh, I didn't even remember that. Or, I you know what, like he didn't say it, so I didn't think it applied to me. Or they didn't know. Even all the signs up, the amount of times I've seen in dealerships, in other businesses, people not know there was a sale because they were just so focused on what they were trying to do. Then it can happen like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's say I have leads coming in. I'm making money on them. Mm-hmm. Tracking is going good. Spending money, making money. I have a small sales team. They're doing well. Things are going okay. But as the business owner, oh boy, do I know that we're leaving so much money on the table and we're not touching the old leads, the old customers right now. How can I get started?
So you've done the first step, which is identify you have a problem. Build a strategy for it, okay? And in building a strategy for it, you should identify what systems you'll need, who it is, what you should say to them, all the kind of components of any marketing or even any sales strategy as well. And then identify from there who on your team, if you have a team of salespeople and they need to be involved, is best suited for that, right? And I say this as someone who's seen people who are the best. They sell ice to an Eskimo. Don't know if you can say that anymore.
I don't think we can say Eskimos. Mark, can we get a check on that?
I don't think you can say that anymore.
You have to bleep it.
Okay,
we'll bleep,
you're going to have to bleep that. But you could say, do that, and that person, snow to a snowman. There we go. And
there we go. We saved it.
We saved it after having a discussion about it. But they could be the worst customer service person in the world where like every call that they make to their previous customers is like, cool, you happy? You want to buy something else? And the guy's like, no, click. That could be them, right? And you could also be the flip side where you have a guy who goes, I hate talking to new people. I only do referral business. There's a salesperson at the Lower Mainland that I know of who works in the automotive industry who hasn't taken a fresh customer in probably like 5 years.
Damn.
Unless he's forced to. And he hates it. Because all he does is open up his book of business, talk to his people on the regular basis, because he's been doing it for 40 years now, I think. Like he's been in the game a long time. But he made it a habit. He doesn't need to go and chase the new person and meet the new person. And he actually hates it because it's easier for him to just call those people. So he's that personality who you would employ to do that work.
He sounds like he has a mustache.
He does.
Oh, how'd I know that, dude? I can like profile salespeople in my head, dude. Totally. I tell you, as soon as you said it, I was like, I can see him in my mind. I love it. Okay. Where do you think client relationship comes into the mix? You just mentioned this gentleman that 40 years, big book of business, hates taking on a new customer. That's hilarious, but it's a very great sign of him doing a great job with
he does good work
with what he got. We used to say when I was running gyms that we used to have personal trainers that quite literally always were at 95% of capacity. I would have to beg to be like, I have a customer, I have a new client that for you, like, can you please take them? And then they'd be like, oh my God, I don't know if I have time. Yeah, everyone else is like just dying for clients, but I need you to take them. Why? They're just really good, right?
Yeah.
We used to say in the gym that personal training clients stay with their trainers, not because of solely the results you get them, but how you make them feel in the relationship you build.
Yes.
How would you say this works into the mix?
Well, if you piss somebody off and they fucking hate you, they probably don't want to give you any more money. I don't care. Beep. That one I'm allowed to have.
No, yeah, we got to give some energy on that one, Mark.
I'm allowed to have
let that one by.
Like why would I give you more money if I don't like you? Like that just is a common sense thing, right? You have to treat your people well, right? And I mean, you know this as a salesperson. Are the best salespeople dicks to their customers? No. Right? Like that's just natural, right? And heck, as the sunshine in the room, I am aware of like how much you need to rely on your customer service, your account teams to maintain these relationships so that when you go and have an opportunity either given to you or you ask of it, that the relationship isn't so sullied that you can't even ask, right? That's a natural thing. Like, let's go back to your gym thing. I tried the personal trainer route. I went to a gym. They're like, hey, you have a free personal trainer for a week. I was like, cool, I'll try it. Love the guy. Okay?
No mustache.
No mustache. No.
I knew it, dude.
Love the guy.
Sales people and trainers, dude, right here.
Right here. Great, really, really good. And the only reason I didn't stick with it was that when he came to the pricing, he told me one price. The sales person at the gym told me another price. They were way off, completely different.
Was this a commercial gym?
Yeah.
Good Life?
No? I don't know. Is that the purple one?
Planet Fitness.
Yeah. There you go. We're just sewing.
That's problem number one, dude. Don't go to Planet Fitness for a trainer. Sorry.
Hey, but like.
Shade.
Can we keep that?
Shade.
I'll take responsible. That's not a reflection of Setzel. That's a reflection of Josh.
But like, it was just so different, right? And like, I mean, like a factor of like, hey, one guy said the price is monthly, the other one said weekly. That is like, oh, sorry, I can't do this. I like you, but like, this is just way different. And then the salesperson, like, even if I was going to consider it, salesperson was like, what do you call that? Standoffish. Like, really? You thought it was weekly?
Wow.
Or monthly? I was like, whoa.
Crazy.
Why? Come on, that was uncalled for. Like, people make mistakes, right? Like, heck, I've been in meetings where we charge flat things for per platform. It's very laid out. It's transparent. It's on our website. And we've had people go, yeah, but that was like all of it, all included, right? And we're like, no, it's this, and this. And we politely explain it to them. Like, we have those conversations in a nice way. They're giving you money. Don't be a dick.
Yeah, this is a big thing in real estate, the fact that we brought up, I don't know if it was this episode or last one. Realtors. One of the biggest frames that I heard when I was like actually working with realtors a bunch was that every realtor that built that massive book of business that was in the game for like 40 plus years, we were doing lead gen for them in the past. And the young realtors, they're like, Josh, if you send me a lead, I need them to close in the next like 30 days. I'm like, you do realize that these people are purchasing houses. The closing time on just if they told you yes tomorrow is going to be longer than 30 days.
There is literally paperwork that has to happen.
Crazy, right? But then it was funny. The ones that just were looking for the dollar rather than to earn the relationship and the customer was completely different. So like I noticed this pivotal mindset shift for whenever I spoke with a calm, cool, collected, 45-year veteran in real estate, they would be like, Josh, if you send me a lead, I don't care if they buy a house from me in 3 years. I'm pumped because I just need an opportunity. I'm in this for the relationship, not the transaction.
Yeah. I mean, we had a situation where I sold cars and we had a client who and this is a long time ago. I was 18.
Long time ago, Mark.
I'm 34. It's a long time.
Oh, you're the same age as Mark. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. She called me Brett.
Damn.
My name's Carson. She introduced 5 family members to me to buy cars. She called me Brett every time. I had a name tag. It was on my shirt. Her family members, she'd be like, and this is Brett. He's a great person to buy a car from.
Amazing.
Every time the family member would like look at my name tag, look at me, and I go, don't worry about it. And we just move on. Why? Wasn't worth it. The relationship was better. She was a lovely lady. She was like 80.
She helped you make a lot of money.
She did.
God love her. Okay. So any take-home messages that you would now say to a business owner that's watching this, listening to this, and in the value of actually catering to the valuable customers you currently have?
If you're not doing it, start, right? If you are doing it, if you feel that it's doing a good job, right? Double check. Always good to make sure the stove's off. And if you're like, man, it's just, I do it, but it's not working, you might not be doing it well enough, and ask for help. I've said this a couple times, but it's not an admittance of failure. It's an admittance of knowing that somebody else is an expert in something that you're not. And that's okay. If you're a business, you employ people to do different rules. Henry Ford's division of labor, there's a reason it works, right? We're just another division of that.
Have you read his biography?
No.
It's fantastic.
Do I look like somebody? Yes, I do. Never mind. I started saying that, and then I realized I am the nerd.
The audiobook is actually really great. It's like an old-timey voice. Yeah, you should listen to it. That is it for today, folks. Every episode we put out is built on real, hard-won lessons from the trenches, helping our clients grow, win, and connect with the people they're here to serve. Carson's already got the card out. I like it. If you found this valuable, subscribe on your favorite platform and check us out at setsail.ca to learn more about how we can help your marketing and your business grow. Hit the card. Hey.
Hey.